Welcome to Make a Facts channel. Subscribe the channel, like the video and share with your friends. In this video, we will see some of the facts about Wales. Wales is probably the most beautiful country you never heard of. Although part of the United Kingdom, it is its own separate country, having started as the Celtic nation of Cymru. Throughout the centuries, it was bullied by the larger powers of the time, including the Romans and the English. Following revolt after revolt, including the Blackadder Rising in 1400s and the Chartist Uprising of 1839, Wales begrudgingly joined with the larger England. Nevertheless, throughout these tumultuous times, Wales showed itself to be a proud, strong and determined nation, defending its land and its people until it became the principality that is today. Yes, it does rain a lot here and it is very hilly, but the landscape, culture and rugby make up for it. From the Brecon Beacons to the Lim Peninsula, it also has resilient and honest people. Wales has more castles per square mile than any other European country, with Caerphilly being the largest in Wales and the second largest in Europe behind Windsor. Unfortunately, many were built as a way of controlling the Welsh people. The Corgi Dog, Queen Elizabeth II's favorite dog, originates from Wales. It means dwarf-dog or cor-ci. Felinfoel Brewery in South Wales is the oldest in Wales, was the first outside the United States to sell beer in cans, starting in 1931. The first boundary between England and Wales came in 784 AD with the creation of Offa's Dyke by King Offa of Mercia. Bill Frost was a Welsh inventor who apparently took to the air 8 years before the Wright brothers in his flying machine in Saundersfoot in 1895 before crashing into a tree. Jokingly, Blackadder III said of Wales, "You need a half of pint of phlegm in your throat just to pronounce the place names." The Welsh village of Felinfoel Brewery is the second longest place name in the world, meaning St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near to the rapid whirlpool of Lantisilo of the Red Cave. Joseph Job Daniels from Aberystwyth, West Wales, immigrated to the United States in the 18th century. His grandson, Jack, went on to create the world-renowned Jack Daniel's whiskey. The Welsh have their own language, aptly named Welsh or Cymraeg, but only 11% in 2014 are fluent, although 23% say they can speak some Welsh. Despite many years of extraction, Wales still has an immense source of many natural materials and is responsible for many countries' supplies from coal and slate to copper and steel. At one point, South Wales made up 40% of coal exported by the United Kingdom. Rugby is the national sport of Wales. The first international game took place in 1881 between Wales and England. Throughout 1907 and 1910, the Welsh were undefeated. The world's first radio message, sent by Guglielmo Marconi in 1897, took a 3-mile journey from Larwernock Point, south of Penarth, Wales, to Flatholm in the Bristol Channel. Anthony Hopkins, the spine-tingling Hannibal Lecter actor, was born in Wales in 1937. Al Capone's accountant, Llewellyn Humphreys, as known as Murray the Hump, came from a Powys family and at one point was America's most wanted man. He took control of the mob after Capone's incarnation. Microsoft offered a version of Windows called Welsh Windows, recognizing Welsh as the most popular of the Celtic languages and its linguistic diversity. Wales were the first nation to win the Rugby Grand Slam when they beat Ireland in Belfast in 1908. The team had to wear trial jerseys without the Prince of Wales feathers because someone packed the wrong kit. The British royal family used Welsh gold for royal wedding rings. This tradition was continued in the royal wedding of 2011 by the Duke, the future Prince of Wales, and the Duchess of Cambridge. Every year in Eisteddfod, a festival of poetry, literature and music is conducted across with Wales, with the first being held by Lord Rhys at Cardigan Castle in 1176. The Welsh flag of red, green and white was officially recognized from 1959. The dragon allegedly came from an Arthurian legend which told of Wizard Merlin's vision of a red dragon fighting a white. This purportedly represented the battle between the natives, Britons, which is red, and Saxon invaders, which is white. The red dragon bone and the green and white refer to the colors of the House of Tudor. St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was actually Welsh, a resident of Banwin. In the Dulais Valley, he was apparently taken to Ireland by Irish slavers. For St. David's Day in 2014, residents in Bala, North Wales, cooked the world's largest Welsh cake. The fruity griddled flatbread measured an astonishing 5 feet, which is 1.5 meters wide, and weighed 48 lbs, which is 21.7 kgs. After that mammoth creation, it would have been rude to waste, so it was subsequently cut into 200 plus pieces. Welsh is spoken by 3/4 million people across England, the United States, Canada and Argentina. Welsh speakers of Wales benefit from legally enshrined bilingual road signs and the Wales exclusive TV channel S4C. Donald Davies, a computer pioneer, played a huge part in paving the way for the internet, having created backswitch networking. In the year 1997, the Welsh voted for the creation of the National Assembly for Wales. For the first time in 40 years, Wales was recognized legally as a distinct constitutional entity within the United Kingdom. In the year 2006, following this vote and the passing of the Government of Wales Act, the Senate was created, the home of the National Assembly. Dylan Thomas, the world-renowned poet and writer of Under the Milkwood, was born in Wales in 1914, but with a name like Dylan, you might have guessed that. The Welsh Millennium Centre, opened in 2004, is inscribed with part of poem by Gwyneth Lewis. It reads, Crew Gwyr Felgwaid Furnace Owen, which means creating truth like glass from the furnace of inspiration. Mount Everest is named after Welshman Sir George Everest. The Welsh love spoon is an iconic symbol across the world, originally carved by men to their respective lover's family as a sign he was capable and skilled with his hands. Its symbol is representative of something from the knot representing love to the twist meaning the couple's bond. Pillars Records, located in Cardiff, South Wales, claims to be the oldest record shop in the world. According to its website, it originally specialized in phonographs, wax phonograph cylinders, and shellac phonograph discs.
That's good.
Roald Dahl, the world-famous children's author of so many tales, including Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, and the BFG, was born in Cardiff in 1916. These are some of the facts about Wales. What new thing did you learn from this video? Do comment below, like the video and share with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching Mega Facts channel. Enjoy your life and have a nice day.